May the triple them bless you. Today we are going to have a very important session on our TV. Today we have invited Reverend Upatissa thero, who is from USA, and first session we could discuss many things about meditation and the Buddhism. So we are going to have various kind of meditation can be seen among the Buddhists and among the all over the people. So we are going to discuss about on meditation and what kind of meditation we can practice, and you can select one of them and practice, and you can go through the meditation system according to Buddhism and all those things also. We have invited today that Reverend Upatissa thero. Thank you very much, Reverend Sir, for coming today also to discuss Dhamma with us. Today our topic is meditation.
Okay.
And may I ask some question on this program?
Let's begin with Namaskara.
Yeah, that's better.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Reverend Sir, today our topic is meditation.
Okay.
And how do we describe meditation, and what kind of meditation can be seen nowadays?
Well, first of all, yesterday I mentioned that meditation was merely an activity of the mind.
Yeah.
A disciplined activity of the mind, and a repetitive activity, just much like exercise.
Yeah.
And we don't go to the gym one time and then come out looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sure.
We don't meditate one time and
Yeah.
expect to have some kind of a great deep awakening.
Yeah. That means that we have to take some time to get the results.
Keep practicing, and over
Yeah.
time we discover
It
differences.
depends on the practicing.
Well, doing it is
Yeah.
important, doing
Sure.
it. So I would like to talk first of all about the benefits.
Yeah.
The benefits of practicing meditation.
Any kind of meditation benefit.
Meditation in general.
Yeah. General. Yeah.
We can divide them into bodily benefit, a daily life kind of a benefit, and a spiritual benefit.
Yeah.
The bodily benefit. Originally, when a type of meditation called transcendental meditation was in America and very popular, scientists started studying what is happening in the brain and in the body when people practice this kind of meditation. And they found that when people entered a state of profound rest or relaxation, a state that was exactly the opposite of stress.
Yeah.
So meditation actually lowers stress. By stress, I mean high blood pressure, metabolic rate, palms become moist, the mouth dry, heart rate raises, the eyes actually, pupils actually dilate. So, and this is a very, also the blood changes to increase lactate level. And these things are very good if we're in a dangerous situation where a bear might attack or something. But we don't live in the jungle anymore, and long-term having these effects is bad for the health. So when one meditates, these things go down. These reactions stop. So
That's
people who meditate actually live longer than those who don't.
Stress and other problems that we have in bodily problems can be reduced by doing.
Right. It's been demonstrated, anyway, it has been demonstrated time and again that meditation has a beneficial result for one's health.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the bodily benefit. The daily life benefit is, well, great efficiency in daily life, or increased efficiency.
Yeah.
And by that I mean, if we learn to keep our mind on one topic, as is the breath, well, then that boils over to our daily life as well. We learn to keep our mind on one topic. We can get jobs done. We're not flustered or disturbed by various emergencies arise, you know. Now, there's a funny story that I heard about a general managing a battle, and they said, "Why are you so relaxed in this battle?" And he says, "I don't let the little things bother me." Well, that's kind of what happens when we meditate, is we discover pretty much everything is little things. So that's the daily life benefit. One final note about it. The great meditators of history were great, superb administrators. So this is true also of meditation. We become good administrators of our daily life. We are not frustrated or flustered by things. The third benefit is a spiritual benefit. Now that spiritual benefit, I will allow people to define any way they want to. It can mean God consciousness, whatever that is, or enlightenment, whatever that is, or becoming comfortable with yourself, or knowing your true self, being comfortable in your own skin. All these can be called a spiritual benefit. Remember that meditation originated in the temple, or the cloister, or the monastery, and only recently it's come out in a big way into Western daily life. Okay, so that's the three benefits: bodily, daily life, and spiritual. If one practices a meditation, sooner or later one will have some deep spiritual insights or awakenings or experiences. That's the come and see part, you know. Come and see.
Reverend sir, we are talking about meditation. So what kind of meditation can be seen among the people at the present present actually?
First of all, I'd like to say a little bit about history. That in the past, like I mentioned earlier, that about 30 years ago or 40 years ago, a thing called mantra bhavana, or transcendental meditation, was very popular. And before that, it was power of positive thinking, and who knows before that. And nowadays, it's mindfulness. So let's briefly talk about what is this TM. TM was what they call mantra meditation, in that a person just recites some...
recite the word again and again.
Again, in the mind. And whenever
in the mind also, with the sound also sometimes.
Well, they start off with the sound when they're new at it, and then gradually they quit saying it out loud and just say it in the mind. And then when a thought comes up, you simply replace the thought with the mantra. So that the only thing in the mind, the only thing in the mind would be the mantra. For example, the mantra might be the number 9, we'll say. So you'd say, someone might say 9, 9, 9 in the mind, or they might go real fast or real slow. But the point is, sooner or later, they fall into a rhythm that's right for them. And the idea with the mantra is you simply replace the thought with the mantra.
And the concentration on one point also.
Well, that brings the mind to the one point, which is the mantra. Okay. Also, so that's mantra meditation. That was very popular. Some people, when they're jogging, they will get into a state they call the zone.
Zone meditation.
Zone, Z-O-N-E. Yes, they get into the zone, they'll say, where it's an enhanced mental state where it's hard to explain. But those who have done this, they know what I'm talking about. So that's a movement meditation, you see. Some dancers can get into the zone, some joggers. Some people will get into the zone when they are doing some kind of an activity that they're totally at one with. Can be homework. And when one is in the zone, one is totally engrossed in what one is doing, and then all of a sudden you realize that time has gone by. Time has been forgotten. So that's a movement meditation. Now we do walking meditation, for instance, where we might.
So walking meditation is very important for the people.
Yeah, we just simply pay attention to walking. Walking fast, walking slow. One can walk while walking, be using focusing the mind on one point, or one could actually just be letting the body itself be the focus of meditation.
So they can focus on the footsteps also.
Another kind of meditation that is very popular, especially on YouTube, is visualizations. Imagine you're sitting in a forest, or you're by the side of a river, and you think of this, and just put yourself into that position and just stay there with all the emotions and feelings that arise when one is...
There's the imagination.
And this imagination. You know, when I was a youngster, there was we studied judo, we went to judo class. And the teacher used to say, when we finished our exercises, and wrestling, the teacher used to say, now think of a pond in the forest with no ripples.
Yeah.
So here I was being taught a visualization meditation when I was, 12 years old.
Yeah, without knowing those things, just you imagine
That's what it was, just imagine it. Yes, exactly. Another kind of meditation that the Buddha suggests is, and this sounds awful, but the meditation on death.
Death meditation.
Yeah, and it sounds, that's awful. Well, it's actually easy to do and very, very restful.
So, please explain how one can do that death meditation?
Two ways to do it. Yeah. One way, everyone has seen a corpse. You've been to a funeral, you've probably seen a corpse.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you've probably seen one on the news or something. So, thinking of that corpse, looking at the corpse, you might say to yourself, as I am, so you once were.
Yeah.
As you are, so I shall become. And just continue repeating that thought. That's one way.
Yeah.
I've done this with many people have found Christians and everybody has found that to be very useful. Another one is to think, in 3 months or 6 months, I'm going to die. Just imagine that you're going to die.
In the time frame.
Exactly. And then, okay, not 3 months, 1 month. What do I do? I'm going to die in 1 month. And then in 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, I'm going to die in 2 weeks. What will I do? And then 1 week. And then 3 days. Then 1 day. Then half a day. Then this evening. And then 1 hour. And finally 1 minute. And finally, what if my next breath is my last breath?
Yeah.
Now, some people find this difficult and disturbing. Other people have very deep experiences. I have led retreats, and I teach this or I tell people about this meditation. And if I have 20 people there, 2 or 3 will not like it.
Yeah.
Most people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
But 2 or 3 will have very profound, deep experiences. So
on the death meditation.
On the death meditation, yes. So,
what else?
Another meditation is, who am I?
Who am I?
Yeah.
How one can practice that?
Well, you ask, who am I? And you say, well, my name is George.
Yeah.
And they say, no, George is only a name. Who is it who is called George? And then you say, well, I was born here and I did that. And then you think, no, these are simply memories. Who is it who remembers this? So it's a very formal kind of mental meditation.
Then finally, one can come to a conclusion that there's no one.
Well, or something.
Yeah.
But one will have a deep spiritual experience about the nature of consciousness itself. So that's another example of a meditation. So all these meditations, so you ask me which one is the right one.
Yeah.
Who knows? What's the right one for you? That's what's important. Then, there's only one wrong way to do meditation, and that is to not do it.
So you explain many, 1 or 2 or 3 kind of meditation. Any other system of meditation that people
practice?
That's
all that comes to mind briefly, but there's lots of them. Loving kindness.
Yeah.
Now,
we are going to discuss that.
Yeah, we will discuss that next time, loving kindness meditation.
Yeah.
So, in the time we have left on this particular meditation, I thought that maybe this particular segment, I thought we might do a brief meditation on the mantra meditation, because that's what everyone has done in the past.
Yeah.
There's a book called The Cloud of Unknowing.
Yeah.
And it was written around 1100 AD. In England, in Latin, by a Christian monk. And basically he talked about mantra bhavana, where the one word that he utters to himself would be something like love, or forgiveness.
That means that your mind is one who does that mantra bhavana, the mind does not go out of the concept, and always the mind aim at one point.
At the one point. Now, one of the characteristics of transcendental meditation or mantra meditation is that the mantra itself had no meaning. It was just a sound.
Yeah.
So that one did not chase after the sound and think of the word and think about concepts and meanings. It was just a sound. But that's one way. Oh, there's one more meditation. We're sitting here. It's called contemplation. Here's a little pebble.
Yeah.
We just simply look at the pebble.
Yeah.
That's all. Something small like this. And when the mind wanders, we just come back to contemplating, looking at this pebble. You know?
Yeah.
And you say it has edges, it has dirt, it's this color or that color. After a while it becomes boring and the mind wants to go, but no, we bring it back to this point here. What is it about this pebble that I have not yet discovered? It can be done with a small item like a leaf, a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
Well, it can also be done with some problem or someone you don't like.
Yeah.
Think about this person and just keep bringing the mind back to this point. And again, we have the three benefits. The benefit of bodily benefit of reducing stress, the daily life benefit of learning to control the mind, and a spiritual benefit. You might discover something about this that you didn't know before, or you might discover something about your own mind that you didn't know before, or about God, if you will, if you happen to be a Christian or something like that. You see, or whatever. You see what I mean? Contemplation or meditation is bringing the mind to. It's a mental activity that can either be bringing the mind to one point or looking at some kind of ideas or whatnot. Again, it is formal, repetitive discipline. Okay, so.
I see.
So I like contemplation also. By the way, contemplation means focusing on the object, you know, not focusing the retina, but bringing the mind to the object. So those are several meditation methods.
What else you can find some of the methods that we can use for meditation?
Well, let's do mantra.
Mantra.
Let's try that now. Just so to introduce this to people, and remember that it can be done by anybody, Buddhists or whatever, you know.
Okay, Revan sir, shall we start that mantra bhavana for 5 minutes?
Okay.
Then we can.
Let's do some simple mantra that has no deep spiritual meaning. And I suggest the number 9 is a good one. It's a very nice sound. So again, we start with always taking a few deep breaths to relax. And when the body has relaxed and the breathing has settled down, begin to repeat your mantra in your mind. You may say the mantra 9 fast or slow or something in between. Some people say it with every breath. Now thoughts arise. And when they do, we do not push them away or force them out of our mind. We simply replace the thought with the mantra. It's very simple, very easy. When one hears sounds, one may think about the sounds, but just replace that sound with the mantra. Or replace the thought with the mantra. 9, 9, 9. Keep coming back to the mantra. So peaceful. All right, let's bring this meditation to a close, coming out of it slowly and gently. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, thank you very much, Reverend Sir, that giving us very good advices and something about general understanding on meditation. So, shall we meet one day?
Okay, in conclusion, I would like to just say that the last time we did mindfulness, this time we did mantra. When I have a new group of people who have never meditated, I ask them, how many like the mantra better? And half of them raise their hand, and or a third of them. And how many like the mindfulness better? And another third raised their hand. And how many people had trouble? And that was the other third. So what is the right meditation? For some people, mantra is good.
It depends on the people.
Exactly. So we'll talk about yet another meditation the next time.
Next time.